What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Minifigure Creations channel. I'm your host, Chase, and sorry for the lack of content in the last week. I've been very busy, but we're back with a bang with the entire Summer 2023 Ninjago wave fully, officially revealed. So let's just start off with the cheapest sets. There are three of them, $11, which I'll talk about the interesting price points later on in the video, but we have $11, and they are the Kai's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Flip, Lloyd's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Spin, and Nia's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Drift. I'm not going to go into detail about these. It's interesting to see these new ball elements that are going to be used in these new Ninjago $11 sets. The minifigures are incredible. I really like the details on especially on the cowls and the chests. I think they have the same leg printing as their other counterparts, but they're really great minifigures. And I think Nia even has translucent arms, actually all of them actually do have translucent arms. Also, they have these new ball pieces in these sets, and I really like these. If you want to get a cool minifigure for $11 and some interesting builds, pick these up. But I personally am not. I'm very low on budget for other sets, so if I do pick up any, they won't be those. Now let's talk about the 2-4 plus sets, starting off with the cheapest one, Kai and Ra's Car and Bike Battle. Now, this set, it looks like a 4 plus set. The wheels are just tremendously big, and I think this dragon piece came out in the crystallized wave, and I think that, I don't know how exclusive these figures are. I know they both come in other sets, but Lord Raz has a really cool head mold, but I'm pretty sure he appears in a bunch of sets. So we have Kai in this set in his basic suit for this Dragon's Rising season. And I think the minifigures are definitely the standout. If you want if you're this set, you don't buy this set unless you're 4 plus. There's a cheaper way to get more ninja and to get Kai in a cheaper set, like we talked about before. Now let's go to the other 4 plus. We'll go back to the other one, but the other 4 plus set is Nia and Aaron's Baby Dragon Battle. This one was leaked a while back, and it looks horrible. The dragon build is really weird, and the head especially is just really strange. The minifigures are good, but they're just the minifigures that appear in other sets. None of them are exclusive. It is probably the cheapest way to get this baby dragon mold, which is really cool. Aaron's is really cool. I'm excited to see how his character is, and the other character, which we'll get to later, is in the new show, which is also releasing on June 1st. All these sets are releasing on June 1st, if you wanted to know. It does come with 3 minifigures. None of them are exclusive. So let's move on straight down to the $20 set. This is the Imperium Dragon Hunter Hound. This set is $20, so it's not too expensive. You do get 3 minifigures, which is unique, because most $20 sets only have 2 minifigures, so it's great that we're getting an extra third one. We do get Lloyd, Jay, and I'm not sure this villain's name. It is the Imperium Claw General, who does, I believe, appear in other sets. So the dragon, the Hound, I guess, is okay. It's interesting. I think we've seen a lot of these modules used in the mechs, so it's interesting to see them used here. This reminds me a lot of the Thor Ragnarok sets, the Hela's Hound that we got there. So it's interesting to see it with some gold tints. And in Ninjago. So if you're interested in picking up 2 ninja in one set, definitely pick this one up. But for me personally, it's not one of the better ones. Now let's move up to, I think, probably one of the most interesting. So actually, no, that's not true. This is probably the most disappointing set on this list, and it is the Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu Race Car. That is a mouthful, and look at these villain vehicles. They're just literally they're plates on top of a translucent orange disc. What is this? Lego completely cheaped out, especially at that $35 price point. If they really want to make it price for piece, they'd go for at least 350 pieces. Make a little bit of an effort to make these villain builds. I think the minifigures, again, are outstanding. We have 4 minifigures, whereas the Pirate Stuntfighter, which is also $35, only had 3 minifigures. No, actually, it only had 2 minifigures. So this is 2 extra minifigures. Zane and Cole, we could have easily gotten only 2 minifigures only. We could have only gotten Zane and the Imperium Claw Hunter, but we did get the Imperium Guard Commander along with that Cole minifigure. Again, minifigures, outstanding. You can get a better look of them here. Builds, not as interesting. Now we're going next to what I think is the most unique set of this wave, which is Sora's transforming mech bike racer. Now, this is one of the other new ninja besides Aaron, and that is going to be Sora. And at least they give a little effort on the villain build. Of course, we talked about that Aaron minifigure already. And here we have this incredible Sora minifigure, which is so cool. That entire cowl looks great. It's a brand new mold. And also the minifigure, you got the golden arm, complete detailing. All these minifigures with all these brand new molds are great. I think they're the standout of all of these sets. This bike is a little bit overpriced, I do have to say. $48 for 384 pieces. I would expect the $35 price point or even a $40 price point. It's a little too much. But, since the rest of the wave is pretty well priced, we can get under that. Next wave is the Heat Wave Transforming Lava Dragon. Now, this is probably one of the more unique dragons we've gotten. It reminds me a lot of the Coal one, not in the style, but in the uniqueness. The Coal one we got for Ninjago Core earlier this year. This neck is so cool. It's I don't recognize it, that building technique from any set we've ever gotten before. So it does see like it can move down. Minifigures, this is such a cool set because it does have that exclusive middle minifigure who we do see in the trailer. Not sure her name, but we do have Kai and Lloyd here. We do have that main villain along with one of his like fully gold soldiers. So it looks really cool. Also, on the back, it looks like you can collect these like balls, these spheres that have colors in them, which is really cool. I used to want it like you can collect the time blades or the jade blades or like the Spinjitzu spheres sort of things. That's really cool. Okay, well, actually, let's get back to this set later. Let's start off with Lloyd and Aaron's Ninja Tea Max. Now, this set got leaked months and months ago. You can check out my video about that when it leaked before. Now we have a lot better quality images, and we can see that is basically the same. We basically knew what we were getting. It's one of the smaller mechs that we've been getting at the $20 price point, and then a big one. And it was original speculation that Lloyd was going to be the gold ninja and Aaron was going to be the new green ninja, but of course that's been overturned now. No exclusive minifigures in this set. I think there's only a couple exclusive minifigures in this entire wave. It looks pretty cool. I mean, there's not much you can say about it. It's just the mech. It reminds me a lot of the one from the temple in Season 2, I believe it was. That big mech, but it was all gold, and Lloyd would sit in it, and they would use the elemental blades. Now, we have probably my favorite set of the wave. It's the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores. A lot of people, before I heard some people's thoughts about it, this just looks incredible. It reminds me of the Temple of Spinjitzu. The tree build is so cool, especially that door. Also, the one with Nauticon in it, I forget the name, but it was like a lighthouse clock tower sort of build. That also reminds me of it. It's like if you mash the two together. But this set has great minifigures. Originally, I thought this was Jay, but it's actually Nia, Kai, Cole, this dragon temple warrior guy, I don't know his name, and then the two main villains. That hairpiece, great use of the hairpiece. But yes, this does have this exclusive minifigure, and along with 3 ninja and the two main villains. And now that you look inside, I do see that it doesn't have much to offer inside. The interior is not that complicated, and it's just a little disappointing. But the outside is a great display piece, and if I do end up having enough money at the end of the year, I probably will find this one, maybe on clearance, for $80. Now we're getting to the more high-end expensive sets, and that is the Elemental Dragon versus the Empress Mech. Now, it does not look like this set is worth $130. It has only 1,000 pieces, and it just looks very disappointing. To be honest, like the dragon looks so skinny, and the builds is really weird for the neck. And also the mech doesn't look that great. It's just big and skinny. Although this set does come with a lot of minifigures. The Imperium Guard, Empress. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that name. Lord Raz, Sora, Jay, Zay, and the baby. What is it called? I'm not going to try on that. But it's the baby dragon that we've seen before in the other sets. So if you're a fan, like that J build's actually pretty cool. I did not notice that before. But like the only real reason to get that was to complete your ninja team. if you need the 3 more ninja. Now we're going on to the most expensive regular set on this list. It's the Destiny's Bounty Race Against Time. And how is this $160? This compares nothing to the size of the Destiny's Bounty that we've gotten in the past, especially the one from the Ninjago movie. This looks very bare bones, especially how it's like missing the entire center of it. Although it does have a dragon, which I do believe like comes out of the ship, which is interesting. So it's the head, and then it also can fly around it. It has 4 of the ninja, which is a great if you want to collect them all. Sora, Aaron, Lloyd, Kai. This is the only set to include Wu, and then another one of these Imperium Guard people, along with the baby dragon. Like I said, this is the most expensive regular set that we have so far. And it's interesting. I wouldn't say it. I think the build's really nice. It's just way too overpriced. And like it's missing that. Like it feels like it's not worth what you're buying. Now, probably the best set on this list. It is Ninjago City Markets. This set has been rumored for about a month now. We got like very blurry images, but now that we have probably the best set of the year, maybe Rivendell probably beats it out, but it just looks great. And probably the best reason that I may end up buying this set is for one minifigure. And that is Camille, the Master of Form. This purple girl right here. Ninjago Season 4 is one of my favorite seasons of the show. And we've gotten all the Elemental Masters, whether it's in Ultra Agents or in Ninjago sets, besides Camille. I'm so happy that they went back into the history books and picked a character that they had never made before. And I don't know if she's going to appear in the show because it is labeled under Dragons Rising rather than Ninjago Legacy, which Ninjago City Gardens was named after. It has a very similar feel, and I just love this set. It has the little, we can get a better look at the 360. It's so deep. I think it's 232 by 32 plates stuck together. Reminds me very much of the Ninjago City Gardens and docks, and the builds are really cool. Like you can see, it has this squid build. This purple building is so cool, but it also has this ancient, like sort of samurai age architecture that's really, really cool. That reminds me of like ancient Chinese buildings in Japan, and it's just so cool. I really, really, really love this set. I do think, it has 6,163 pieces for $370. If you want price for piece, you buy this set right now. Like, this is probably the best set you could possibly buy for price for piece. It's just amazing. This is probably the biggest Ninjago set. I think it's bigger than Ninjago City or Ninjago City Gardens. I can check that later. I'll let you know in the description whether it is the biggest set of all time for Ninjago. Now, I do believe that there are bigger sets, like the Colosseum and, of course, the world map. But, yeah, overall, this wave of sets is very, very solid. I don't know how good the show is going to be. I probably will watch it or watch as much until I get bored. Ninjago, it's one of the best shows, and we've grown up on it. I think the first season I watched was season 3. I love season 4 so much. And eventually, if I get the amount of money, I will buy all the Elemental Masters and have them on a little display. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching this very long and extensive breakdown of every Summer 2023 Ninjago set. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.